Hi guys, so I'm Iris. My little nephew is right there, so if y'all hear baby, that's him. I'm also gonna need to look at the camera and not myself, but basically I'm here to talk about functional neurological disorder and how that has changed my life. So a little bit about my life before got diagnosed with functional neurological disorder. I was in college. I was in my first semester of college at an all-girls college, and I loved it. I was thriving. I was having the best time. Apart from my health, I was fine. I was great. I was best time of my life. But then during winter break, I started having seizures, non-epileptic seizures, and I got to the hospital and I was there for a week, and they told me after the week they diagnosed me with functional neurological disorder. Due to that, I had to stop going to college. I had to stop going to college, and that hurt a lot. I mean, I was looking forward to college. I was having a great time, and it was my education. But unfortunately, I had to stop going. I had to take a leave of absence, and hopefully by next semester I can start going back to college if I get my health under control. A little bit about what my FND looks like, because it looks different on everybody. I have seizures, and sometimes they're intense, sometimes they're not intense, sometimes I lose consciousness. My body just gives out. I don't know. I can still hear. I still know what's going on. I'm fine. But sometimes I do lose consciousness, but I'm still breathing, I'm still doing fine, but sometimes I fall, and when I fall, sometimes I hit the back of my head, or people fall on top of me trying to catch me and leave pretty big bruises. But yeah, I also stutter, and then sometimes I have tics, I'll just start ticking. But yeah, so I'm really nervous to go back to college and how that's gonna look. But I mean, I'm gonna get better. I know I am. And yeah, sometimes I also can't walk. I sometimes lose my speech. And what else do I do? I also have memory loss, not actually, but I forget things very easily. It's really bad. But if I remember something else, I'll just say it. And yeah. Okay, I also space out. I'll just stare at you, and I'll just or sometimes really loud noises. If people are being really loud, I can feel it inside of my brain, so I have to ask them, or I'll just cover my ears. And then I also have sensitivity to light. Sometimes I'm fine, sometimes I'm not fine, and I need to cover my eyes. I've started wearing sunglasses. I used to not, but now it's I can't leave the house without my sunglasses. But yeah. Something that I've noticed that triggers, well, no. Aura. Let's talk about aura. Sometimes I do know when I'm going to get la chiripiorca. That's what my family calls it. And basically I'll start feeling hot, or I'll get a headache, or I'll start stuttering, or I just feel lightheaded. So whenever I feel that way, I either just sit down or I go to bed. And sometimes there is no warning, so sometimes I'm just like, boom, I fall on the floor, boom, I close my eyes. Most of the time I do feel it, but it's like I don't have enough strength. It's like I don't have enough strength to tell somebody in order for them to catch me, and I'm just like, I slowly just fall. I also, obviously, I can't work if I am fainting, falling, going unconscious. Like, I can't do anything. So me and my sister started a small business, and we're selling pipe cleaner flowers. So I mean, it keeps me entertained. I've also gotten into sewing, but that's another topic. I do know that if I don't get enough sleep, it does trigger it a lot, and it's important. It's really important to have a set schedule. Sometimes I do, my sleep does vary, but it's so important to get sleep. If I don't get enough sleep, guaranteed chiripiorca. So I try to get enough sleep. Also, if I do too much during the day, guaranteed chiripiorca. But yeah, I'm also being treated for, pause, okay. I'm also being treated for endometriosis and fibromyalgia. So that's also fun, but that's a topic for another time. But yeah, I think this is a quick intro for my YouTube channel. I guess I'm making one just to help somebody if they're also going through this, or if they feel like their life just got put on pause, because that's how I feel. But yeah, I mean, I still get ready every day, I still make breakfast, but I mean, I used to not be able to. So it's gone from not being able to leave bed to going out a little bit, going out twice a day potentially. There has not been one day that I have not gotten a chiripiorca lately. I used to go maybe like a day or 2 or maybe 3 days without it, but I'd also be very tired. So now I can do more stuff, but it's like I've also been taking well, I'll actually do that later, like what I do for my health, like what medicines I take, I guess. Or maybe I won't, I don't know. Actually, I probably will, just to like help somebody, maybe they're going through this. But yeah, I guess this is it. Thank you for watching. And if you have F&D, I know it looks different on everybody, but I'm sure that I know F&D looks different on everybody, but I'm sure that we all have felt what, you know, what you felt when you got diagnosed. And I just want to say that You can get better, and you will get better. You just have to believe it. And I'm believing it right now. And I've gotten so much better over the past few weeks. I've gotten so much better, and I just want you to believe that you can get better, because you can get better. I just want to help somebody out there from the beginning, because I know at the very beginning I was distraught. I still am sometimes. I'm getting used to the restrictions, the loss of independency. I can't drive, which frustrates me a lot. I used to love to be able to go just, I'm gonna go this way, I'm gonna go that way, hanging out with my friends. I don't hang out with my friends as much now. I don't do this and I don't do that. But eventually I will do that, and I will do this, and I will be back on my feet just fine. And if I still have some tics, if I still have some speech, it's fine. At least it won't be seizures, and it won't be falling, and it won't be this or that. I will get better, and so will you. And my nephew agrees. Okay, bye. Oh, how do I stop this?